everyone, welcome to another edition of Moments with Dara, and I remain your host, Dara. Today on the edition of Speak a Word, we will be speaking on the word obedience. When God speaks to you or when He gives you an instruction, one thing is required of you: to obey. And this obedience we are talking about must be prompt and must be total. God cannot speak to you or give you a particular instruction and you begin to give it time or prolong it. Take for instance, you have 200 naira in your pocket and God asks you to give someone that 200 naira. You cannot just say, oh, let me go home or let me come back tomorrow and give this person 2,000 naira. Such obedience is not total. But doing that which God said immediately, doing it totally, that is obedience. In 1 Samuel 15:22, Samuel was telling Saul that God has no delight in burnt offering, but in obeying His voice. He says, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than fat of meat. When God is speaking to you, He's expecting nothing from you but total and complete obedience. I tell you, if the obedience is not prompt and if it is not total, it is not obedience. Yeah, this made me to remember a song we always sang when I was in children's class. The song goes like this: obedience is the very best way to show that you believe. Doing exactly what the Lord commands, doing it heartily. Action is the key, do it immediately, and joy you will receive. Obedience is the very best way to show that you believe. Friends, obedience to God is the very best way to show that you believe. Whenever God is giving you instruction, whenever God is telling you something that you should do it immediately and don't delay. Thanks and God bless you. Today's edition is a wrap again. See you again next week for another edition of Moments with Dara. But before I go, let me just introduce you to another edition of Moments with Dara, which will be SWS. Speak with someone. It's going to be awesome. We have guests that will speak together. Thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to like my Facebook page, subscribe. God bless you. I love you all. You are the best. Thank you.